This is my first time frying chicken in my new house. In our new house. Okay, this is a little 1 pound pack of ground beef. Okay? A 1 pound pack of ground beef. It is 93% lean, 7% fat. Which means when it cooks, it won't have a whole lot of grease. Thank you, Ms. Mary. 1 pack of Italian sausage mild. Okay. I don't have no hair net, no beard net, I mean. This is our food. Most of the time when I have that on, it's because somebody else may potentially get some of what I'm cooking. Ground beef, ground sausage. Now the only thing I'm going to put in here is some seasoning that comes from nature. If you know the bottle, then you know what it is. But I can't show it. This is what got me restricted the other day. Seasoning that comes from nature. Turn it up. It is Gift Gallery Monday over here on TikTok, where this video is being streamed live. If you see it somewhere else, it came from TikTok. But it's Gift Gallery Monday. And for all of you that can and will, you can click my name up at the top, go where it says Gift Gallery, and send me a little something. I appreciate it. We're making homemade dirty rice. We're going to fry some chicken in a little bit. I'm going to preheat my oven because I got a couple of dinner rolls that I want to put in the oven. I'm going to use this actually. This will be for the fried chicken. You keep the chicken out of the grease, it'll keep it from getting soft. All right. I'm gonna break it up a little bit more. You can get the meat as broken down as you want it. Okay? This is the easiest dirty rice recipe. All right? It's very easy. Make sure you guys are tapping the screen. Share. All of that is free. I think that's broke down enough for me. Now, I got two types of onions, regular onions, and just a little bit of, I don't normally use red onion, but I'm going to use this because I had it in the refrigerator and I need to get rid of it. Okay. 1 pack of beefy onion soup. I can't show it to you because, once again, if it ain't in the TikTok shop, they will flag your brakes off. I'm going to show y'all how to make a phenomenal fried chicken. All right. Just before, there's only because I got the better meat, there's not really enough oil in here to strain out. But if you want to, you can strain it. When I'm doing certain kind of rices, I like to have just a little bit of oil in there. Homemade dirty rice. Now, I'm not going to use all of these peppers. Okay. We're going to soften up the peppers before we add the onions. We're also going to add our soup now. Tap the screen. And the reason you don't add much seasoning, if you know about these soup packets, I can't tell you what it is, but it starts with an L. If you know about those seasoning packets, they can be salty if you add too much of anything with them. Okay? So I would admonish you to do it this way. And then when your meat is done cooking, you can taste it and see whether you're going to need some more salt or not. All right? So that's totally up to you. My chicken is sitting in a saltwater brine. I learned that from an older lady years ago. Saltwater brine makes your chicken juicy. Those are wings. I haven't decided if I'm going to cut them up yet or not. You just want to soften up the peppers. There are many different brines you can do on your chicken. I want to do the salt water. Okay, let's turn it down just a little bit. Okay. All right. You can tell when the peppers are getting soft, they start to lose color. Okay. We're going to use the rest of this red onion. We're going to need to get rid of it. Like I said, I don't normally use red onions. I'm turning it all the way down to a low. It does add a beautiful color though, now that I see that. You have to figure out all kind of ways for your kids to eat their vegetables. They're not gonna go through all of this to try to pick them out. Okay. That's too much work. Okay. Now let me tell you about the steps of my rice. When I get this onion down where it needs to be, then I'm gonna taste the ground beef. And again, this ground beef, a pound of ground beef, a pound of Italian sausage. And I got one more thing that I'm going to put in here. I don't normally show this. It'll be my little secret. But I'll show it this time. Turn this back up. Now, when I do my dirty rice, this is what I do. Everybody can't cook rice, I understand. You know, especially with something like this, you won't have your measurements right. So when I do my dirty rice, the easiest way to do it is to go ahead and cook your rice, right? When you have this where it needs to be, you take the cooked rice and add it into here, all right? You take the cooked rice, add it in here, turn this down on low, and let it simmer, all right? Now today, before all of the questions start, I was just thinking, I said, well, you know what? I have some broth. Remember that broth we had the other day, y'all? I have some broth in there, and I want to use some of that broth. I want to flavor up my rice just a little bit. Okay? I said I wanted to flavor up my rice a little bit. So instead of using the traditional water, I cook. If you were on here the other day when I made that, when we were making the broth for the chicken and dressing, for the cornbread dressing, I took the broth and put it in the refrigerator, right? So today, I took that same broth, not all of it, and then I cooked my rice. Now it actually looks like a form of Uncle Ben's or some kind of parboiled rice or something, but it's not. I just took that chicken broth and I made my rice. Okay? I just wanted to flavor the rice up. I normally don't do that. I normally just take the white rice, add it in here. But today I felt like I wanted to do something a little different. Hello to everyone that's coming in. I'm not really looking at the screen. Okay? Today I wanted to do something different. Gift Gallery Monday. If someone can help out with something from the Gift Gallery, I appreciate it. If you keep hearing me say Gift Gallery and you're looking at this video on another app, this was a live cook from TikTok, okay? We're live on TikTok doing this. All right. This is the time for you to see what you need here, seasoning-wise. Ooh, that's good. Turn it down a little bit. Ooh, that is real good. Okay, you don't need no salt. Trust me when I tell you. You don't need any salt. That's why I told y'all I want to put a little complete seasoning in here. You don't need any salt. All right? Now, let me go get my secret ingredient. And we're going to put it in here. I'm going to tell y'all what it is this time. The next time I do it on live, you'll have to remember what I told you I put in here because I might not show it again. Hold on. It's right here on the counter. Where's that little knife? I had some in my freezer, so let me pour this water off. Opening the pack. I'm coming. Now you have to have some roots, some southern roots to know about this. Can anybody tell me what this is? Not you, Miss Chris. Can anybody tell me what this is I'm adding to this rice? If nobody gets it, I'm still going to tell you. I'm taking it out of the casing. Right? We don't want all that. I'm going to break it down, turn the heat back up. Boudin. Nope, it's not Boudin. But I will tell you, it is very, 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 very close to Boudin. But it's not Boudin. I know y'all was going to say Boudin, but it's not. But you can, if you don't have this, you can absolutely use Boudin. Okay? Liver. Rotel. Okay. Yeah, it's pudding. It is pudding. It is pudding. Yes, it is. Okay? But you certainly can use Boudin if that's what you have where you live. It is pudding. We're going to warm that up. And as you can see, I put it directly on the heat. Directly on the heat. Going to warm it up a little bit. And then we'll mix it in with the rice. Yeah, pudding. It's like, see, you like I say, you have to have South Carolina, well, I'm going to say southern roots to understand. But more specifically, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. They don't have it in Louisiana because they have Boudin, which is very similar to this, but it's not the same thing. It's rice pudding. Once I see it bubbling a little bit, then I'm going to mix it in. Okay, that's good. It adds an amazing flavor. Now, if you see somebody do that, you know they got it from here. Yeah, if your family is from Louisiana, you won't know about pudding. All you will know about is Boudin, because it's very, very similar to Boudin. Very similar. They got something else too that is very similar to, but I can't think of the name of it in Louisiana. Yeah, and because I have some people that's in Boudin in Louisiana, that's why I'm familiar with Boudin. Other than that, I wouldn't know anything about it. Okay, we're going to bring that up to medium, and we're going to start incorporating. We're going to start incorporating our rice. Yes, the pudding does have rice in it. It does. And y'all don't talk about this old pot that I'm about to bring out, because this is my trusty dusty. And this pot fries, and I mean the best. It fries the best chicken. And ever since I got it, every house I've been in since I moved, this pot has been going with me. I wanted this oil to start heating up. That's why I'm going to go ahead and put it in here and turn it on low. This is my trusty dusty. Okay. I got that on low. No, andouille is sausage. Right? No, not that. Okay, we're going to start incorporating our rice. Let me get let's Let's see. We can use this. Again, this rice has been cooked with chicken broth. All right. I don't normally use broth, but I wanted to use it today. Not only for flavor, but I wanted to give the rice some color. All right. The chicken broth that we had left when we made the cornbread dressing just a few days ago. The easiest way is to go ahead and cook your rice and add it. It really just looks like Uncle Ben's rice, but it ain't. And once I get my meat to rice ratio where I want it to be, and I'll cover it and put it on low. Okay? I don't want to be much more rice than it is meat. And this is an old-fashioned rice steamer, y'all. My grandma bought this for me I think I got that thing right before I got married. That was 8 years ago. And you see it's still in tip-top shape. Because they don't even make them no more. Not that kind of brand, not that brand specifically. Y'all tap the screen. Okay. We good with that. There's a little bit more rice in there. I'll take that and do something else with it. Let me get this. I'm making sure there's no lumps in the rice. Okay. It works perfect with day-old rice. Okay, like if you cook your rice the day before, you don't have to, but I'm just saying it works perfect with day-old rice. This rice, I cooked it about 2 o'clock when I got home today. And I just wanted enough for us to be able to eat today and tomorrow. All right. Look. The rice is the one that starts with the B. Ribbon in the sky for our love. See if anybody caught that. All right. So we're going to put that all the way on low. As low as it can go. And cover it. Matter of fact, I'm going to do one even better. I'm just going to turn it off. The corn is going to be very simple. All right. It's corn out of the can. Nothing special. Okay. Corn out of the can. I can't show you the brand, but it's super sweet. I'm just going to empty it out, rinse it, and then leave the water in one can. All right? My grandma told me you don't never use the liquid out of these canned vegetables. It says it's full of salt. They use a lot of salt to preserve these vegetables. So she said you never use the water on any canned vegetables that you're going to use. Now, of course, you can get fresh corn if you want to. You can get the frozen one. All right? So I always pour it off, rinse it, and then fill one up with water because I don't want a whole lot of, hold on. Then we get ready to season this chicken. I got to get a knife because one of them didn't open that well. Tap the screen, y'all. I hope you all are tapping. Okay, there we go. Hope you all are tapping. Give Gallery Monday. Okay, I'm rinsing it. Okay, I only like enough to be about halfway the corn. I don't want it covered. I don't want it covered. About halfway. And then I want to turn that on low. A little bit of salt. It's super sweet corn, okay? That's good enough. A little bit of the seasoning that comes from nature. And then I'm going to put some pimentos in here. You don't have to, I just want to. Okay, so pimentos. Remember, kids love colors, all right? So I like to make the children intrigued. Let me get some butter. I know I got butter in this cabinet. 2 tablespoons of butter. If you don't know what tablespoons are, look at the lines on your butter. It'll tell you. Okay. Simple. Let me move this stuff right here. Time for the chicken. I'll put this. Oh, let me look at this rice. Ooh. The rice is the real deal. Okay, so I'm going to pour this water off. All right. Then I'm going to rinse it because I put salt in here. I'm going to pour the water off, rinse it, and then sing it again. Sade, I haven't had a chance to respond to your message, but I will. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, and the kids here are going to be out of school. So I'm going to have to take tomorrow off and be at home with them. And I'll probably come on in the morning and cook like some grits and salmon. My grandma calls it salmon patties. I call it salmon croquettes. It's the same thing. I'm rinsing the chicken to make sure I get the excess salt off. All right? If you've been following me for a while, you know that I am a stickler about patting your meat dry. All right? Patting your meat dry. Dry as possible anyway. These are all wings. I thought about cutting them out up, but I'm not going to. Should have did that before live if I was. Patting them dry. It helps your seasoning to adhere better. And then you won't have to worry about that water when you go to put this this cold chicken in that hot oil. Okay? Those are all chicken wings. All chicken wings. I got out what I'm gonna need over here for my chicken. Okay. Now I already washed my hands. Well, I'll wait until about midway with this chicken. Let me get a bowl. In this bowl, we're going to put some self-rising flour. Okay? Every time I say that, someone asks me, why self-rising? I don't know. Growing up, it's all I saw my grandparents use. It's all my mom used. I don't know why. Self-rising is the flour for frying stuff. But generally, when something isn't broke, you don't try and fix it. Only when it's a problem. A little bit more. That's about 12 wings, I think. All right. Self-rising flour. Set that right there. Now, for me and this chicken, I got to put on gloves. I just can't do it. My oil is getting hot. More chicken and myself don't get along. One glove for now. So we're going to use a pack of, Lord, I hope they don't get me for saying this. I don't know how to do this, y'all. They're so finicky over here. Y'all should know what this little orange pack is. If you don't know, somebody put it in the comments what this orange pack is. I don't want to say it and then they restrict me. Somebody put it in the comments. No, ma'am, I'm not battling right now. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. If you don't know what it is, it's in the comments. This is mustard, okay? And this is made by the same company. Put this in the comments if you know what this is. Okay, great. See, I like y'all. My kind of people. A little bit of the seasoning from nature. Okay? A little bit of the seasoning from nature. Let's see how I want to do this. Okay. I'm going to go in, mix it really well. No, it's not chicken flavored. I don't know if they have one that is, but this is not chicken flavored. It's all purpose. No, it's not. It's not spicy at all. But it can be very salty. So you have to be careful. You see all this chicken in here, and I only use one of those little packs. You want to get it mixed very well. Okay? Bring everybody together. Make sure everybody spread it out. And they're where they're supposed to be. Okay? May not look too appealing right now, but just give it a second. Now, I check my oil like this. I put a little water on my finger, and that tells me it's not where it needs to be yet. All right? So, I kind of gauge that I know I can get about 6, maybe 7 wings in there comfortably. You don't want to overcrowd your pan or your deep fryer, whatever you're using. You don't want to overcrowd it because it's going to take longer to cook. Okay? You don't want to overcrowd it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. How many more in here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll do 5 one round, 6 the next round. And this color coordination makes your chicken beautifully golden. If you don't think so, just hold on. Okay, it makes your chicken beautifully golden. I don't season my flour. When you're using that little orange pack, don't do that. I'm trying to tell you. That'll be a bad day. Always shake off your excess flour. Always make sure that even the cracks and the crevices have what it needs on there. Have you ever made eggplant patties? I haven't made that since I was over the kitchen at Claflin University many years ago. I had to make the eggplant patties. I had to make turkey burgers. Yeah, Shawty, you a bad woman. Okay, don't be afraid if you see a place that don't have enough coating on it. Just go back and get it. So that flour don't give me what I need. That's why I use water. You hear the difference? You hear that? I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. This is my first time frying with this gas stove. So I don't know. I don't want to rush the oil, and then I don't want the oil to be burned either by the time I get done with this 1 or 2 batches of chicken. We're gonna put our little few dinner rolls in the oven. Remember when I cooked the other day and I saved those dinner rolls? We're gonna take those and put those in the oven. Y'all tap the screen, tap the screen. It's free to tap the screen, I promise. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Anybody sent me anything from my gallery? Somebody sent something. I have to check it in a minute. Okay. I'm gonna put this over here. that there. This is dry and it's clean. All right. It's got a little phobia. I'm gonna take these little dinner rolls. I think I have 4 in here. So only thing about peanut oil, you have to know what you're doing when you're using peanut oil. Because you know sometimes people have allergies. Now you can certainly use it when you're using it for your family. You can certainly use it when you're doing it for your family. But I'm just answering for the public wise. You have to make sure that you don't have anybody that has that allergy. And then on top of that, peanut oil, I can go through oil for a long time without having to change it. But that peanut oil is so expensive. Let me show y'all how this rice done took up that color. My husband was done. He cut a mine. Huh? He what? Yeah, peanut oil is expensive. The rice is perfect. You don't have to worry about trying to measure it. It's already done. Oh. I'm telling y'all. That's good. Give me that glove. Sweetie, I'm just gonna mute you. I'm not gonna block you, but I'm gonna mute you. I don't wanna hear nothing about politics. Nothing. The chicken is already starting to take up color. Look. You see how it's already starting to take up color? They'll tell you right there it's going to be a beautiful brown chicken. All right. I'm going to come back over here. Thank you for following. For those of you that may be asking about the rice, you have to wait till I go back and edit this video and post the recipe. I'll post the video of this live. I won't be able to keep going back and answering. I'm on a quest to get to 10,000 over here on TikTok. So if you're new, do me a favor and give me a follow. If you are watching this on another streaming place and you have TikTok, come on over to TikTok and give me a follow. That's where I do most of my live cooking videos. And you'll be able to catch me live. Y'all see how that chicken was already starting to brown? I won't say brown, but show you that beautiful color it's going to have. So I will not be cooking tomorrow. We'll be eating leftovers. All right? What are you all having for dinner? That bread that I just used, you put it in the oven frozen, okay? About 350 or so. Let it cook until it gets to where it needs to be, brown wise, and then you put some, top it with butter. Steamed chicken. Okay, you can get some. Better come for my wife get here. You know, she a little jealous. She don't want this food leaving out here. Now, I know y'all think I may be just playing with this chicken, but I'm not. Look how beautiful that color is in there. But your chicken, that skin and stuff adheres to your chicken better if you just go ahead, and flour it and let it sit. Okay? Go ahead and flour the chicken and let it sit. The coating would adhere to the chicken better. Let it sit. Okay, that sounds good. I gotta let my glove lady know I need some more gloves. Chicken wings take 9 to 11 minutes. The bigger pieces of chicken, like thighs, breast, they recommend that you cook them 12 to 15 minutes, depending on the size, and even chicken legs, because sometimes the legs are really big also. But your wings and your regular size legs, 9 to 11 minutes. After my chicken has been frying a few minutes, I like to come in and turn it. Okay? I don't want it to brown too fast on one side. All right? Don't poke it. I see some people poke their chicken. Well, I'm not going to tell you not to poke it, but I will tell you why I would say not to. Because poking your chicken, you're releasing the juices, and you'll run the risk of drying it out. All right? You'll run the risk of drying it out. Any questions while I'm watching? Look how golden that is. Right, Miss Charlie, Mr. Charlie. Could be Miss Charlie, I don't know. I will be frying chicken wings in the morning with homemade biscuits. Okay. That sounds good. What type of oil to best to cook in? Well, if your family and you have plenty of money, the best oil to use is peanut oil. But if you have some kind of allergy or whatever, and you don't have that kind of money to keep supplying peanut oil, then you need to get vegetable oil. When are your lives usually? Miss Ree, I'm sporadic. I am sporadic. I can't really go by a schedule. I probably need to. Baked sweet potatoes, boiled sweet corn, and steaks off the grill. Ooh-wee. I'm looking at some of the comments now. Send me a slice of that pie. Miss Jean P, you've been so good to me. I would send you the whole cake if I had it, but that is an old video, Miss Jean. I just took it off another platform and I re-uploaded it. It's an old video. Thank you for the hat and mustaches, Miss Jean P. Let's see. Let me see how many new followers I got. 56 new followers, 5 gifters, 10,000 views. They don't pay for views. Hey, Miss Wanda. Let me just show you. We just made some homemade dirty rice, Miss Wanda. Okay? We made some homemade dirty rice. We got some corn over here with some pimentos in it. Just canned corn, there's nothing special about it. Corn with pimentos. Okay? And salt, seasoning from nature, butter, pimentos. And then we're frying chicken. I got some rolls in the oven that's going to be coming out in a minute. Somebody said they were new. Let me see who that was. Hey, Miss Quan Davis, welcome. Welcome to all the new people. Mr. Charlie, is it Mr. Charlie or Miss? Because I know a lot of time, now the older generation, y'all might not believe this, the older generation, hey, Miss Priscilla, welcome. The older generation had a lot of unisex names, okay? My generation now, with my name is Willie, right? But the people that are 60 and older, there are a lot of women named Willie. Not Willa Mae, but named Willie. So that Charlie name, it could be a unisex name, and it could be Miss Charlie. Hey, Miss Fleming. Yeah, Lord Gila. Listen, y'all, for the new people, if you can, Miss, that's my dad name. Oh, bless your heart, Johnny May. Yep, Johnny May. Yep. Miss Lenora, welcome. Miss Gloria, new and can already tell these are definitely videos I want to watch. Oh, thank you, Miss Ree. Like Jean. Jean is a unisex name, sure enough. For those of you that can and will, it's not an obligation, but it would be wonderful if you did. At the top, you see my name. If you click that name, go down to where it says Gift Gallery. Every Monday, we have to fill everything that's in that gallery for us to level up, for them to push out our videos and all of that good stuff. So if you're ever in a good mood and you feel like being a blessing to somebody, that's how you could do it, whether it's to me or not me. But I hope it is me. I am new. My name is Mabel Moss. I love cooking. Hey, Miss Mabel. Nick Nack Patty Whack. Give a dog a bone. Welcome, Nick Nack Patty Whack. Christina Ramos. Welcome. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yeah, but yeah, every week we got to get that gallery full. That's how we're going to level up. That's how we're going to move on through this thing we call TikTok. My aunt's name was Willie Eva. Oh, wow. Once you get in that gallery, if you see it already highlighted, if it's already lit up, then I no longer need that. I need those things that have that darker color. All right. But thank you, everybody. And if you're unable to, don't feel bad. Hey, Miss Alfreda, don't feel bad if you're unable to. But there are a lot of people that are able, but won't give nobody anything. But that's one of the reasons why, well, I won't say that. But I will say this. I've come to the realization that a lot of people, oh, that's a charger. That a lot of people are takers and they aren't givers, even if they could. But they'll stay over here and ask me about recipes and can I write this down? Can I write that down? And you didn't even give me a rose. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, aren't these little salt and pepper containers cute? Of course, this is pepper, and the white one is the salt. And it sits on like a little rubber mat. We're going to turn that corn down on low. Thank you, Miss Ree. Hey, Sugar Mama, you back? Okay, I'm going to turn it over again. Now, if you don't time your chicken, which I don't, when I learned how to fry chicken, I was taught by the sound of the grease, of the oil. You can tell when your meat is done because it starts to simmer down. Okay? If you've never paid that any attention, go ahead and turn your timer on the next time you cook it, but be listening for the noise, and I guarantee you, you'll hear it. So we were asked what was cooking. Amazon user 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 5, 12. Dirty rice. Thank you for the corgi. Thank you, Dark Scorpio. Dirty rice. Okay. Homemade dirty rice. Made with regular cooked rice and everything else. I might post it. We'll see. And this is corn with pimentos in it. We're going to let that cook. We're frying chicken. I'm going to back y'all up some because I need to get these rolls out. Yeah, they're ready. These rolls are done. I'm going to take me a little piece of butter. I don't know about your kids. My kids love bread. And I know too much bread isn't good for you, but they don't have too much because I make sure of that. I'm going to pat it with some butter. You love a gas stove? This is my first gas stove, and I pray I never have to go back to electric. And that's the truth. You hear how it's sizzling down over there? That chicken is ready to come out. All right? So this little extra butter, I'm just going to take it and put it in the corn. It ain't going to hurt nothing. That's done. All right, we're going to get our chicken out. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this oil down. All right. While I'm getting this chicken out, I'm going to turn this oil down. Look at the crisp on that chicken. Look at the crisp on that chicken, y'all. Ooh. Hold on. We bought this house in May. This is my first time frying. I said I wasn't going to fry no chicken in here, y'all, because I don't have a vent hood in this house. Because it's so big, it's hard to get the fried smell out of here. And I know that from the day that I made those salmon patties. But I just wanted me a piece of fried chicken. And I wanted my fried chicken. Not no fried chicken from no store. I hold mine like that in the morning. My batter is flour. All I use is flour. I want to post a video. You will be able to see exactly what I put on the chicken. I turn it down because it's going to still be cooking while you're taking that chicken out. I mean, the grease is still going to be, I guess I can say cooking. That's going to be a little stuffed this time. All right. Gonna be a little stuff this time. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it back up. I've never temped my grease. Never. I have never temped my grease. Now, when I fry turkeys, and I might fry, y'all know I fried a turkey last year for Thanksgiving on live. I may do it again this year, but I have never tempted my grease. I'm gonna turn it back up now. Now, when I eat chicken, when I eat my chicken, I want my chicken just like this. Just go ahead and break mine and let me eat it. Ooh. We are so crunchy. And it's hot too. And don't tell me about I got my hand on it. It's ours. And the one that I'm breaking is mine. Y'all, seasoned perfect. It is seasoned to perfection. Having it sit in that, having it sit in that saltwater brine, y'all, the chicken is so juicy. Look, you see that liquid inside?